We had asked for the receipts for these shower panels that were installed. The contractor has not provided them. In fact, we don't know the name of the manufacturer or the model, or we didn't until we took a look at the box they came in, and we saw this number stamped on the side of it, Victory, V for Victory 53-33-D. V53-33-D. When we got on the computer and searched for V5333D, we saw this picture of a shower panel that looks like the one that the contractor charged us for. This is the contractor's own handwriting. He's charging us $935.12 twice. He's charging us $935.12 for each of the shower panels, for a total of $1,894. We found it on the internet for $319 each. We thought we were spending a lot of money on these things because the contractor told us that they had aromatherapy and music and massaging. However, these features do not seem apparent. We cannot find anything like that on here. On this one, when you turned it hot, when you turned the knob to hot, you got cold water. When you turned it to cold, you got hot. So after he left, we had to dig another hole in the wall and get a competent plumber to come in and turn the lines around so that the thing was installed properly. We also discovered that there's a channel, a trough, where water is going to collect at the base of this bench. It's right in here. And we're going to have to figure out some way to keep this from just ponding up and pooling here and soaking into the wall and ruining the whole job. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. We're paying another contractor to come in and fix that and figure that out. This thing got damaged. It's hard to see under there, but there's a panel under there that used to be one piece of wood all the way across, and in the course of installing it, the contractor kicked a big hole in it. Now when you look at this tile, you can see in the bathroom, in the master bathroom, I would say that this tile appears to be installed satisfactorily. The squares are square and even, it's neat, and it goes, this is the wall. See, we're going to put the carpeting in here. So the carpeting will come in here and it'll come straight across. And those tiles in the master on the floor, those are installed straight and even, and they go right next to the wall so the carpeting can just come across straight. Contrast that to the way this is done in the kitchen. See, in the kitchen, you can see that the tile doesn't come out to meet the carpeting. The carpeting is going to have to go in to meet the kitchen. And it's not even straight across. If you look straight across here, see there's a gap of an inch or more right in here. This is where the tile ends. This is a big gap that's nothing but this stuff that you use to stick the tile to the floor. And here's the edge of the molding. Here's this across here. There is no such gap on that side. It should look maybe more like that. Certainly not with a big gap right there. And really it would be good if it were like in the bathroom, to where this came all the way out to the end so that the carpeting could meet it straight on. We didn't notice until after the contractor had gone that with the pantry door closed, you can see this ugly junk at the bottom. The tile should have been continued on in there, but instead the linoleum's left there and there's a gap where you see the foundation, and that just does not look good. So also in the kitchen, the contractor left the gas off, so we had to hire a plumber to come out and turn on the gas and check and make sure that it was correct and make sure that the stove wasn't leaking gas. When the contractor was finished and he left, this downspout was loose. And when we turned the water on, even if we left the diverter down in the downspout, fill the bathtub position, water still came out of the shower head. So we hired another plumber who came in and said, well, this thing was just all loose. He had to tear open the wall on the back side and fix inside the wall some of the fittings that were in there. He said they were not the really professional good kind of fittings either, that they were a kind of fitting that most plumbers would only use for a temporary connection. These grab rails do not seem to be installed properly. They're not anchored in the studs in the wall. This one in particular is loose and probably not safe enough to grab on account of the fact that they're not anchored into the studs. We asked the contractor to please not put the shower curtain rod so high, but he insisted and we let him get away with it, and now it's too high to use a 74-inch shower curtain or a 70-inch shower curtain. It's too high for that. The curtain doesn't reach the bottom. It's too low to fit the 84-inch shower curtain in there. There was standing water under here when he left. We didn't notice that until he was gone. We had to hire a plumber to come in and fix that. The molding doesn't reach quite all the way to this vanity piece that's installed here. This light fixture had not been installed correctly. We had to have that taken down. Both of these plugs are switch plates with the plugs in the wall and the light switch here. Those had both been destroyed completely. We had to hire an electrician to come in and clean up after that and fix that too. The contractor was supposed to paint this molding, but he did not.